Hello and welcome to my presentation on social media in business. From the beginning of the start of social media in the lives of others, it has impacted us greatly. We use social media on a day-to-day basis, and people from a very young age to a greatly older age use social media to connect with the rest of the world. Social media just started off with pages like LinkedIn, MySpace, and Facebook, and they used it to connect with other people, whether it was their friends and family to other people from just around the world. Social media is also a great way to express yourself in times when you cannot do it in public. It's easier to say what you're thinking, what you're doing, and what you are feeling when you are online. Social media today isn't just about seeing your friends and family and see what they're up to. It's also about expressing yourself online and getting the word out about certain events and finding people with the same interests as you and connecting with them. For social media in the workplace. In today's day and age, it is almost crucial to use social media in the workplace to promote your company. A quote from BSMCC says, "Social media is what keeps our world connected. At this point, like it or not, if your company doesn't have social media, you're falling behind." End quote. Websites like Facebook and LinkedIn help the most with ensuring people from all around the world that they can see your company. Whether you're selling products, you're delivering items, or work in construction, it is very important to use social media as a way to show your audience who and what your company does. Social media is the best, and sometimes, most of the times actually, it's free. It's a great way to promote your company. When looking to add people to your team, social media is a great way to find others searching for work. Most of the times there is no hassle to have people apply straight from your site on social media. It'll make it way easier, and not just for the person applying, but for those that are hiring. A quote from Eric Quellman says, "Social media is living and breathing, and it touches every part of an organization, from customer service to frontline sales, even human resources and information technology. It's wherever and however your customer chooses to reach out to you. Social media is your customer today, customer tomorrow, employees, etc." End quote. Along with people knowing and thinking that social media is great for the workplace, there are some that do believe that social media should not be used in businesses. Some may argue that that social media sometimes shows too much of what the company doesn't want to show. Whenever in construction, for example, if one of your cars has an incident, people can post about it and post it on your website, showing that there was an incident with a company vehicle, which shows too much, and it's something that you don't want everyone to know, but because it is so easy to access social media, it's difficult to hide that kind of stuff if you have a social media page already, because they could just upload it to your page. Some also claim that the audience most businesses are reaching out to on social media are not there. A quote from Popovic says, "Of those 87% online, 26% don't use social media. Depending on your audience, demographics, and psychographics, there's a chance they're not there. End quote. So a lot of the issues is some companies are reaching out more to the older people, and most of the people using technology and social media are the younger ages. So some believe that they won't be able, the customers that we're actually reaching out to won't actually even be there, and so they believe that is a big issue. Another one that they consider an issue on why social media shouldn't be used in businesses is idle pages. Some, even though that they create social media pages, they don't actually know how to use them and how to keep generating new and fresh ideas to add to the page. And so they're just left there, and they're kind of just idle pages where no one's adding things, no one's hiring from there, and no one's doing anything from the social media page, and it kind of just fades. And it's basically just a waste of time for some businesses. Although it is true about social media being out of range for some people, and about the idle pages that can happen as well, it's starting to change. The world is really changing. People, even older people now, are actually using social media more and more as they are realizing that it is something that's growing, and it is something that it's something that businesses are continuing to use, and there's literally no point in trying to fight the world spread of social media. So even older people now are starting to realize it. And although the same thing with the idle pages, even though yes, that can happen, there are so many classes and things like that in sessions where they can actually show you how to take care of your pages and how to use it in all the best way possible. There's so many things that you can use, and there's actually so many social media pages now. People are even using Instagram and Twitter to promote their businesses, and people are looking at them, and people are actually interested in what people are promoting. So, in conclusion, if in the beginning social media was just used as a way to connect people, to say hi, it wasn't really used for business purposes. Whether they were talking to people in their own class, in their country, or people from all around the world, it's been used for communication. And using social media can be very beneficial in any business, whether it's finding employees, reaching out to customers, or informing people of what your company can do. It's one of the best and easiest ways to reach out to others. And then, although some may disagree, the world really is changing, and sooner or later, there won't be paper advertisements, and there won't be people walking around promoting their business. Everything will be online, and people are starting to realize that that's one of the things that's happening. And it's much more simpler than to just continue on with it than to fight everything that's going online. So that's why social media is very important and very beneficial to businesses, because it really is the way, and in any other way really isn't beneficial, and it won't stick. Whereas being online and being on the internet will continue to grow. And if anything, so will the amount of people using it. Thank you very much for joining me in my presentation on social media in the business.